This model is based around habit and skill forming. Say you need to work on a weaker part of your game, you might need to get better accuracy or be faster and stronger on the court, or you're possibly looking to eat healthier, or maybe even looking at working on your mindset within meditations and visualizations. As we can see from the model, there's time on the x-axis and results on the y-axis. And what we're going to look at and discuss today is our expectations versus reality of habits and skill forming. So, when we start with a new habit or we want to learn a skill, this tends to be our expectations. A nice straight line over time where we're going to work on things and our results will improve as we work on them. But in reality, this tends to happen. So when our reality drops below our expectations, we go into this doubt and questioning phase. On the other hand, when our reality surpasses our expectations, we tend to gain some confidence and get a bit of momentum with what we're doing. Both of these phases, where our reality drops below or surpasses our expectations, have their dangers and pitfalls. When our reality drops below our expectations, we start to lack confidence, we get frustrated, and there's a real threat of us giving up. But on the other hand, there is an assumption that when we gain confidence, when we've got momentum, that we've arrived and we may have mastered the skill, and we can actually become a bit overconfident and complacent. This is a very dangerous phase, and I call it the fluctuating period. There are a lot of inconsistencies, and this is where people either tend to give up or fall back into their old habits. This is where you need to be able to exhibit bounce back ability when things aren't going right, to be able to stick to the task, to show resilience, and to be able to master the art of showing up. Inversely, also not to become overconfident and over-celebrate when things are going well. There may be several of these little fluctuating periods over a short space of time, whereby you get it, you think you've got it, and then as quickly as you've got it, it disappears again. When this happens, you need to trust in your daily processes, behaviors, and intentions. You need to make this a priority if you're going to be able to see this fluctuating period through. Over time, what tends to happen is what's called the extended plateau of no improvement, and this can last for quite a while. You're neither going backwards or forwards, and you're going to be working hard, you're going to be doing the right things, and it can be really frustrating. You may begin to question yourself, and you're going to not be sure why you're not improving, and you're going to really try to get to that next phase. And over time, with no improvement, this plateau might lead to another doubt and questioning phase. In my personal and professional experience, there tends to be a slight dip over the course of a few sessions or days right before that big launch and that breakthrough. This little drop in level before the big launch tends to happen after this extended plateau of no improvement. And at this phase, I urge players to be mindful and accepting of this little backward step. Your attitude, mindsets, and support network will be essential in this plateau of no improvement. You need to ensure that you turn up time and time again and stick to the process goals you have set. If you're able to do this, you will ultimately get closer to that goal and target that you set out to achieve at the start of the process. This is where SquashMind and the SquashMind app and training philosophy can come into its own. SquashMind can be your consistent guide in this often inconsistent and messy reality when you are training, when you're competing, and when you're looking at working and improving on those skills and forming some good habits. The SquashMind philosophy helps guide you through daily and weekly processes to keep you on track and keep you coming back to correct habits and behaviors. Goal setting and trusting in the process goals will help you in that doubt and questioning phase, but it will also keep you grounded and focused in the confidence and momentum phase. In closing, it is worth keeping close to hand a beautiful line extracted from the poem If that sums up this model perfectly and what mindset you should look to foster with the highs and lows that come from working on self-improvement. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same.